Huh, what? What's up? What's up, transport time? Oh, awesome. I got one more thing I got to do, and I'll be right with you. Okay. Okay. I think I'm back. Guys, I need to check something really quick. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry about that. Sorry about that. My computer was being wonky. Cold. That looks like I can't help it, but that little bit of my mustache right there looks like a booger. Do 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 do. I such a deep word. Let's open up a window. Let's open up a window on your computer when you already have a window open on that window. That's brilliant. I'm going to grab something because I'm cold. What? So, what did you see when you went out bird watching or bird spotting? Transport? Wow. D-Man94FP, welcome to the channel. Gavin, welcome to the channel, my man. You need to get a book. And that will help you out. But that's cool, though. Were you in your yard, or were you like at a park or something? Or just walking through the city? My computer acted up. Oh, very cool. Always good places to see birds. You know, a really good place also to see birds, and it sounds really, really dark and gloomy. Cemeteries. I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the lack of people in the cemetery. But graveyards, good places. Oh, that works. So, I am Nature Guy X46, and this is, let's see if I can say this right. I can't look at that and not smile now. Yeah, this is the new Natureverse 4.7. And today we're going to be looking at two zoo exhibits. One is the Texas Wetlands exhibit from the Houston Zoo, and the other one is the Afrykarium from the Warklaw Zoo in Poland. Both of these exhibits are really cool. Now, I will say that the Texas Wetland exhibit is a smaller exhibit. There's only a small handful of actual animals in it, but it's incredible in its own way. Both of these exhibits are mind-blowing. Carol was helping me look at it, and the Afrykarium is massive and has, I think it's over 1,000 individual animals, but it's big, and we're going to talk about it today, hopefully. I know, and I'm only at 52%, so I may have to additionally grab my charger, but we'll make it work. Let's get to this. So, our first stop is going to be the smaller of the two exhibits. Oh, I'm on the wrong channel. Nope, it's 6, not 7. Sorry for yelling. Transport time. Let's see if this is better. That's better. Now we got it. Okay. So our first stop is going to be the Texas wetlands. This exhibit opened its doors officially on May 24th, 2019. And it's home to just 3 native species of animals. But there is so much more to this exhibit. And we'll talk about that. All of these animals have comeback stories. As a species, they've been endangered, and now they bounce back. They include the bald eagle, whooping cranes, and American alligators. Now, the full name for this exhibit is the Catherine G. McGovern Texas Wetlands Exhibit. It covers 2 acres, and I understand that at one time this was a duck pond at the zoo that they went in and remodeled and refixed and all of this stuff. The pond area is home to fish as well as black-bellied whistling ducks, which I understand are natives. Sounds good. He can't hear me. Let's see, where was I? So the alligators have 2 viewing areas. One is actually uses harp wire to keep them away from you, but it's all open. Another one has, from the ground up, they have glass windows, and the glass windows actually look out over the beach area, and the rest of it looks out over the water. Next up are the whooping crane, and the zoo has 2 of them. The bald eagles can either be seen, depending upon how you enter the exhibit, can either be seen from the front or the back. Where was I? There are also native animals that, if you pay really close attention to the pond area, which is separate from the rest of the animal exhibits, you might be able to see or hear. So there are American bullfrogs that live in the water. There are native turtles, native plants. There are over, and this is crazy, there's over 200 native animals that use the pond year-round. Now, the crane exhibit features replica cypress trees. Other organizations that do plant reintroductions will come to the zoo to get plants. And keepers have said that every day they find something new that they didn't notice before. In the water of the pond, there are alligator gar, spotted gar, buffalo fish, dollar sunfish, black spotted top minnow, golden top minnow, golden sunfish, and a species of killifish, which is really cool. How's everybody doing? I feel like I haven't said hello to anybody. Hi, Marie. Now we're going to jump a big jump. We're going to jump from Poland. We're going to jump from Houston, Texas to Poland. And we're going to visit the Afrykarium. This place is a zoo in and of itself. And I wish I could teleport you to the Afrykarium, but I can't. It is a very unique aquarium / oceanarium because it doesn't just house fish. Hi, Josiah. This place has a lot to it. It is home to species from just Africa, no place else. Except for there is one exception to that rule, and we'll talk about that when we get to it. It is home to fish, hippos, African fur seals, and so much more. You will experience the Red Sea, East Africa, the Mozambique Channel, which is the space between Mozambique and Madagascar. What's up, Josiah? You will also visit the Skeleton Coast and the Congo River jungle, as well as the Okavango swamp. It is home to over 10,000 animals. 10,000 animals. And this is only one exhibit at the zoo. This is not a separate oceanarium like the Shed Aquarium. No, this is one exhibit in one part of the zoo. Carol, yeah, birds, fish, mammals. It has everything. It opened in 2014, and it is the only one of its kind, and that it only features animals and plants from one continent. I did not convert this over to gallons. It has 15 million liters of water, 21 pools or aquariums with over 350 species of fish. You can literally spend all day inside this exhibit and never see the rest of the zoo. So with that, let's get into the aquarium and talk about it, because this place is huge. So I did my own route around this place. It was really hard to get information about this exhibit for whatever reason. Not a lot out there, and I find that with the European zoos. To get in-depth information, you sort of have to jump through hurdles. That was definitely the case here. But let's get into it. So, the first thing that I picked to see as I went through this was the African spurred tortoises. They're one of the biggest species of tortoise in Africa. In the same general area, they have the Okavango African swamp, which is home to fish and turtles, as well as other animals that we'll talk about. It is also home to the southern pochard, which is a type of duck. It is home to lungfish, arowanas. From there, you move into the Red Sea. I don't know how many fish are actually in that aquarium, but they represent species that you will find in the Red Sea. And it holds 237,754 gallons of water. So a lot of water. And I think there's sharks, reef fish. Probably this is where you're going to find lionfish, maybe porcupine fish. I don't know. A little bit further away from there, you're going to find Kirk's dik-dik. Now, this is the smallest, one of the smallest species of African antelope. Nearby, they have not one, but two massive tanks for cichlids. There's also a home for aardvarks and naked mole rats. Now, they're hippos. Yes, they have hippos. Hippos. It's a type of African freshwater fish. And it's Cichhild. The hippos, like most modern zoos, have an underwater viewing area and a above ground viewing. And guys, I'm not talking pygmy hippos. I'm talking the bigger hippos. And they have at least 3. Along with the hippos in that same area, there are birds. And they're free-flying birds. They have whistling ducks, masked teal, weaver birds, Hadada ibis, red-billed teals, bee-eaters, and a hammerkop. Nearby the hippos, they have dwarf mongoose. And also with the hippos, they have African open-bill storks and African spoonbills, cape teals, and cattle egrets. Now, the Mozambique Canal or channel is a 59-foot tunnel that you walk through, and all around you are swimming zebra sharks, black-tip sharks, guitarfish, cone-nosed rays, green sea turtles, and other fish. It is 31,000 cubic meters or 1,062,971 cubic feet of exhibit space. For that, I'm assuming that's the area that the water sits in. And from there, you enter the Skeleton Coast. Now, the Skeleton Coast holds bathrooms. It holds, I think, maybe a small restaurant. Here you will visit with African penguins and South African fur seals. The fur seals have 11,811 cubic feet or 3,600 cubic meters. The penguins have 2,460 cubic meters or 8,700 cubic feet. They both have above ground and underground viewing, or underwater viewing, I should say. After the penguins and the seals is the last exhibit. And for me, personally, my favorite exhibit. Okay, I haven't missed anything, so that's good. Except that needs to get switched over to there. Okay, I haven't missed anything. Good. Let me know at any time if you have questions. That's important. So the Congo rainforest is home to a lot of stuff. It is home mainly, though, to manatees and Nile crocodiles. You may remember at the beginning of talking about the exhibit that I mentioned that most of the animals are from Africa. The majority. The manatees, however, are not African manatees. And yes, Africa is home to manatees. No, the mole rats were, I think, with the aardvarks. This is the actual rainforest section, and you enter through a separate door to get into it. And I think that's to keep the humidity trapped. It is also home to crocodiles, Nile crocodiles. So the manatees are, if I didn't say, the manatees are Caribbean manatees, possibly West Indies. There may be a name thing where where they maybe share the same name. The Congo rainforest is also home to quite a few bird species. It is home to blue-bellied rollers, violet-backed starlings, green-wood hoopies, or hoopoe? I don't know. Anyway, African gray hornbills, golden-breasted starlings, speckled mouse birds, little bitterns. It is also home to a black and rufous sengi, and that is a type of elephant shrew. It is also home to Congo peafowl, hammerhead bats, taracos, Bruce green pigeons, and some additional information. You can view the crocodiles from above and below the water. The crocodiles have company in their water. They have cichlids. The Caribbean manatee exhibit. It's TUR. The taracos is TU. Where is it? I lost it. Oh, TURACOES. The Caribbean manatees also have fish in their water, along with the hippos. Yeah, and it's very common that hippos have tilapia with them. Don't know if that's the case with these animals. Now, they also have Cape ground squirrels. I don't know where, but supposedly they're there. And there may be other surprises that I'm not aware of. However, one thing I do want you to be aware of is the whole place, the entire exhibit, is wheelchair accessible. So if you're in a wheelchair, you can see every animal throughout the entire exhibit, which is crazy because sometimes you don't find that. You might find that parts of the exhibit are, but no, this whole place, I think they might even have elevators. Don't hold me to that, but I think so. It is planted with plants, not as spectacular as some larger exhibits that we're going to talk about. Because trust me, when I talk about the rainforest at the Leipzig Zoo, that place and the Afrykarium could be twins as far as space and species go. It's crazy. There are YouTube videos that you can watch about these places that I've mentioned. And I'm going to be bad and I'm going to share my links or the links with you. Now, some of them have talking with it, associated with it. Others do not. So keep that in mind as you're watching it. Later, you know, after you're done with my video, you can watch. After I'm done with live, you know, you can watch. You can watch this. This is one of my favorite people. I'd like to get him on the channel and talk with him. That would be amazing. Maybe he probably wouldn't do it. But I have a tendency to say something and then drop the ball. So yeah. So someday when I have somebody that will do that stuff for me, we might do that. This guy is really, really good. If you're not subscribing to him, you need to be. Zach does an amazing job. He only does American zoos, I think. No, wait, he's done some others. But he only does exhibits. And you get a little bit of the history of the exhibit. He talks about some of the animals, some of the fun little bits and pieces of the exhibit. He's definitely worth watching. So the first link is for the Texas wetland exhibit. I will admit I did get bits and pieces of information from his video for mine. It's called Research. There are a lot of Afrykarium. Whoops. There's a lot of videos on the Afrykarium. I would suggest if you have time and you want to see it, definitely watch them. It is worth the time if you have time to do it. This one, I think that's the zoo. I don't want the zoo. Okay, this is the one. I think this was done 2 years ago. And there's not a lot of noise with it. Other than people walking, but you do see a fair amount of the exhibit. And so that's what that is. So again, one is the Texas Houston Zoo, and the other one is the Afrykarium. I will say that in future exhibit focuses, we will be returning to the Houston Zoo. We are going to be doing the Galapagos exhibit. I'm not sure when I'm going to do that, but we will be doing it. If I were going to say must see exhibits within Afrykarium, probably if you have kids that love sharks, definitely check out and spend some time inside the Mozambique Channel, the hippo area, and if you're like me, check out the manatees and the Nile crocodiles. That's my take. Carol probably has a different take on it. When I do these, if you're new, I generally don't show pictures because I don't have pictures. I don't own pictures. And I don't know how to get pictures into my live. I'm sure there's a way. I get ideas for this. We have done, I don't even know how many of these zoo focuses or zoo exhibits on my channel. I think we've done 6. Something like that. And what do we have paired up with that? They're always paired up. So those of you that are from Europe, there's a good chance that you're going to see possibly a zoo from your area. Oh wait, that's Carol. I saw lives and I immediately hit the wrong one. Yeah, I have no idea what that is, but we're going to cover it. It may just, I was thinking, when I think aviary, I think walkthrough. I'm not sure that's what that is. That would be crazy if it was. I don't know if we're doing one in March. We usually do. Yeah, so in March, we are going to be visiting the Burger Bush and the Amazon and Beyond at Zoo Miami. That one is going to be big too. I have no idea and don't know anything about Burger Bush, other than it's an exhibit. In May, we have the New Kwai Zoo Gems of the Jungle and Sanctuary Asia. In July, we are doing Toyota Elephant Passage and Itasha House. I try to make these usually I try to make these multi-animal exhibits. I don't always get there. In August, we are doing Night Hunters and Nora Dwai Australian. In August, we're doing Rocky Mountain Wild and the Tibetan Village. We must be doing 2 in June. Cause I thought, oh yeah, Life on the Rocks and Penguin Hood. Which again, I have no idea. In September, we're doing Australian Adventures at the Living Desert and Along the Andes Trail. And apparently in September, we're doing an exhibit focus at the Desert Dome at the Henry Dorley Zoo, but I haven't picked another exhibit to go with it. But we'll get there. We'll get there. Anyway, lots of stuff going on. It's almost time. It's almost time to do October. That's how far up in advance these are planned for you guys. And I wouldn't have it any other way. The only way that I might decide to switch something up would be if I got a speaker. Or not a speaker, but a guest. I don't know. Did I bore everybody? I hope not. I don't know. I don't remember seeing... Marie was here. When did I plan this one? Probably last year. Sometime last year. Actually, they're all written down. Carol, when did we start talking about doing these? When did I start talking about doing the exhibit focuses? Before Christmas. The first one looks like it was in January. So the first one was the Rio Negro and Red Panda. But October, December, somewhere in there, we started talking about it. At the end of each month, I sit down at my computer, and a lot of times I will talk with Carol as I'm doing it, and I make up lives. I spend an hour to a half hour doing it. Sometimes I have brain farts, and I will plan the same thing. So it helps to have somebody it helps to have another pair of eyes. Big time. It helps. I just posted, and I'm just as bad with the videos. I have 11 weeks worth of videos that I keep on Google Docs. And there's 11 weeks of them. Some of them I have to go through and relook at because, for example, I know some of them I've already done. And no, I am not crazy. I like having things planned out. Because, I know I've already talked about sea spiders. So I probably will cancel that. But, yep. I plan on having fun. And that's what it's about. It's all about me. It's about stuff that I want to talk about when I want to talk about it. in the next 11 weeks. Maybe in the next 11 weeks. We will talk about extinction events, which we've already done because we did that with one of the subscriber week videos. So that will be replaced. We're going to be looking at Asiatic lions. Animal facts you would like to forget. So there will be 8 videos that week when we get to that one. I'm throwing in some bonus videos on that one. We're going to be looking at Bengal tiger, Barbarossa. We're going to have a whole week dedicated to just rainforest. We will be looking at animals that will give you the chills. We're going to be looking at some invertebrates from my collection. Just for the fun of it, we'll be doing most dangerous animals in my collection. We'll be looking at the Siamese crocodile, paddlefish, European starlings, edible invasive species, invasive species animals in the U.S., the benefits of being social, animals who shape ecosystems, introduced on purpose, so animals that were purposely introduced into areas, pigments found in nature. I think I already talked about that, though. I'll have to check. Types of deserts. The venom of, well, not venom, but box jellyfish, poisonous or venomous. Mainly, it's talking about them as a poisonous species, or venomous species, actually. And then also bittersweet nightshade. Yep, there's always... What? Okay. Okay. And looking at bittersweet nightshade. Maybe by that time it'll be up. So yeah, that is what is coming up, at least video-wise. I have no idea what you're talking about, Liam Smith. Sorry, I'm looking at comments to see if there's anything I can bring up. So that's what's up. Upcoming lives, I don't know. Probably not a whole lot. And since chat isn't popping, I'm going to really quick go over the upcoming lives. We'll do the next what? 4. We'll do the next month. Or so. So we have February 25th, human and wildlife coexistence, wildlife seizures, learn to care Ethiopian wolf, and on the same day, red wolf, extinct animal Atlas bear, and eastern cougar. A little bit of the controversy there. March 7th, we are doing trivia. March 8th, we are doing Caribbean monk seal and golden toad. We have a subscriber-only zoo to do. We have a learn to care. March 14th, bog turtle from 1 p.m. and loggerhead turtle at 7 p.m. And then we're doing 2 exploring natures. We have lurch and coastal dogwood, or coastal redwood, sorry. Taking a closer look at the cucumber spider, I love that name, and the orb weaver. And then, yeah, we'll stop there and see what's cooking. I will talk to you guys later. Love you all. Goodbye. Be good. I will see you again at 6 o'clock. Be good, everybody. Love ya. Bye-bye.